I'm Brie Stevens, proud owner of Lake Life Realty, and I live in Moultonborough with my husband John Stevens and our 100-pound golden retriever Braun. I've been fortunate enough my whole life to be visiting the Lakes region since I was a little girl. My parents first started out meeting here back when my mom was 18 years old and my dad was in his early 20s at the Kona Mansion Inn. My dad was a chef, my mom was a waitress, and they met up here and had family homes on the lake, and that's kind of where my roots started. My mom's family had a shared water access property over by Kona in Center Cove by the Swallow Boathouse, and my dad's family grew up in Center Harbor Bay in Moultonborough off Alpine Park Road. And to this day, they still have that over 125-year-old lake house that's seasonal that the family all shares with all the extended family. When my parents got older and they had me, they started out on Lake Kanasatka here in Moultonborough. So my roots started on a smaller lake. That's where I learned to do all my water sports. Specifically, I learned how to wakeboard starting on that lake. All my tubing adventures and why I'm so scared of tubing started on Lake Kanasatka back in the day. My parents' next house was on Redding Lane in Moultonborough. They bought a seasonal cottage there, made it year-round, and that was probably my favorite house that I've ever seen on the lake. It was this little green cottage right on the water, and my two younger sisters and I thoroughly enjoyed growing up here in the summers. We would vacation and move here all summer. I would attend Happy Campers, then Wrecking Crew in town, and Teen Adventures was the last of my camp adventures here in Moultonborough. I did do Geneva Point's volleyball camp growing up, Arts and Stuffs Theater Club. So you could say I always wanted to live here year-round, where we grew up in Atkinson during the other part of the year, and I went to school at Timberlane Regional Middle School and High School. Most of my real estate passion started at a young age when we were at Redding Lane, and my parents let me take the whaler out in front where they could see me. But eventually, as I got older, they let me venture further out because I'd go to the village kitchen on Sundays for breakfast, grab the real estate magazines, and I would venture out to find, nearest to me, the homes for sale. I would take my camera, take pictures of them, and really got involved so that when we went on the boat as a family, I could pinpoint out how much a house was for sale, when it sold, all of those details. As I got older, I went on to college at the University of Miami down in Florida, and I studied entrepreneurship and marketing. I knew I wanted to be my own boss one day, had no idea what I wanted to do. I guess my 13-year-old self knew what I wanted to do because my mom recently uncovered a letter I wrote when I was 13 that I wanted to own my own real estate company. So turns out I knew, forgot about that letter and writing it entirely, and here I am today owning Lake Life Realty here in the Lakes region in Moultonborough. After college, I started working as a manager for the Common Man restaurant family for the Lago restaurant downtown Meredith. After my husband started a landscape company when I had first met him, the hours we never saw each other, so I had to do something different. My agent at the time brought me in as an admin, and from there I became his assistant, working for him, learning the ins and outs of real estate. From there, I saw a void in the market and a shift happening to a fully digital, technology-savvy marketing world in real estate. And here in the Lakes region, that really wasn't taking place. So I found this niche, went out on my own, and started Lake Life Realty and joined Keller Williams Lakes and Mountains. In my spare time, my husband and I love to travel. So when we can try and get away is usually for a week, 2 weeks, throughout the winter time. We do love all 4 seasons of the Lakes region, but we do have a passion for exploring new areas. But I can tell you, every time we come home from a trip, we are so thankful that we're coming back here to the Lakes region. Here at home, when we do have time after work, we love to come out and go on our boat. It's thoroughly my therapy every time I get to come out here. And I'm usually always the boat captain, and I love to also take advantage of the sport wake surfing. So we surf right behind the boat. We love to take friends and family, and it's now become a Lake Life Realty activity to take members of the community, clients out with us as well, and teach them and share that passion of wake surfing with them. I love the community and where I live, so when I thought of reaching out to associations to join when I started real estate, I started with the Home Builders Association. Since then, since joining, I've become one of the vice presidents of affiliates and associates, so I thoroughly enjoy the work that we do, which is promoting the workforce in the Lakes region, particularly in the trades. And I've had the fortunate opportunity to be the co-chair for the past 3 years for the Lakes Region Parade of Homes, which is also linked to real estate, ties in the marketing that I have such a passion for as well. And it brings and inspires people in the area for this parade we put on every Columbus Day weekend to come see our area in the place that we love so much. And you can find me every other Wednesday night at the Town Hall in Moultonborough. I am an elected member of the Planning Board. Wanted to learn more about this, get involved with the town, and see what I could do to help. In between working real estate as an assistant, I started working for my husband part-time. He owns Stevens Landscaping Professionals located in the Lakes region. And from there, I didn't realize how rewarding and beneficial it would be for me into a real estate career. But I got to learn all the ins and outs of the permitting process, and particularly landscaping at the water's edge. So for Lake Life Realty, we've now dug into our roots with the landscaping connection and dedicated time to make sure that in the Lakes region, we know so much and are the ones that are the go-to for everything you need to know on what you can and can't do on the waterfront. And there's so much you can do to beautify a landscape and make it more functional. And that's really another added value that I see our team bring in, along with the unparalleled marketing. I look forward to many more successful years living in the Lakes region, working here, and sharing it with new people coming in and selling properties the best that I know how, which is through the lifestyle that can be had here all 4 seasons. I truly love it. I'm so passionate about it, and I'm excited to talk to you more about how I can help sell or buy real estate here with you.